Guys, we've got a ton of breaking updates, and things are looking really bad for Johnny Somali. The YouTuber who once mocked Korean authorities is now dangerously close to landing in a South Korean prison, and trust me, his so-called escape plan has officially turned into a nightmare. So what exactly happened this time? Why hasn't Johnny fully paid the fine the court demanded? And could this failure actually send him to prison for years? We're breaking down every detail, from the latest court decisions to what legal experts are now predicting. And that's not all. We've also got a new viral story from California involving Joshua Block, plus an insane moment where Action Man, a streamer tied to Ice Poseidon's crew, ends up getting warned by police live on stream. It's a wild mix of controversy today, so let's start right at the top, the Johnny Somali trial update. As of now, Johnny is already looking at a minimum of 5 years behind bars. But if the court decides to make an example out of him, that sentence could climb to 12 years or more. The big question everyone's asking: what happens if Johnny can't pay that massive fine? According to the legal expert known as Legal Mindset, South Korea doesn't play around. If someone fails to pay their fines, they can be forced into labor as part of their punishment. That could mean road work, agricultural labor, even working in food factories. Essentially, the government can make you work off your debt. Legal Mindset even mentioned that offenders might end up doing things like picking cabbage for kimchi or producing fish cakes in industrial kitchens. It might sound like a joke online, but it's not. It's a very real part of Korean law. And honestly, many people believe that's exactly what should happen. Because let's face it, someone like Johnny Somali needs to face real consequences. Now, remember when Johnny arrogantly claimed he'd just pay the fine and leave Korea? Here's what he said back then. "Do you think I wanna stay in this country? It's just $100 fine. I'll pay and I'm out." But clearly, that confidence didn't last long. Right now, it's being reported that Johnny doesn't even have the money to pay the fine, unless Hank Wayu or Johnny's family somehow steps in, which, by the way, seems very unlikely. Instead, Johnny's been trying to upload as many old clips as possible to his YouTube channel, hoping to scrape together some last-minute cash before his sentencing. But critics say that's exactly the problem. He's still using a banned, policy-violating channel to profit off his crimes. Even Legal Mindset added that neither Hank Wayu's family nor Johnny's family should be involved anymore. They've got nothing to do with his mess, and dragging them into this only makes things worse. And honestly, he's right. It's time for both families to completely cut ties, because there are even reports that after Johnny's second hearing, Hank Wayu's family pressured Johnny's lawyer to stay on the case. That's crossing the line, and it's clear both sides should step away for good. Now, moving to another shocking moment making headlines in the US. A viral video from California shows Joshua Block being punched by a passerby after he started ranting against immigrants. The clip spread fast across social media, and it's reigniting the debate around how far these controversial streamers can go before crossing the line. Many people online say Joshua has used his alleged condition as an excuse for repeated bad behavior, often surrounding himself with problematic figures like Jack Doherty and the Island Boys. But at some point, being a streamer isn't an excuse for constant harassment and crime. Next, we've got another wild story involving police misconduct. A viral clip out of Des Moines, Iowa, shows an Asian woman who stopped a thief, only to be arrested by police. She pinned the suspect down and held them until officers arrived. But when they got there, the cop immediately arrested her for assault. Despite witnesses and video proof, the officer insisted she was in the wrong. And this is where it gets frustrating. If the police can't tell the difference between a criminal and a victim, how can justice ever work? Moments like this make people lose faith in the system, and it's the same kind of negligence that allows people like Johnny Somali to think they can get away with anything. And finally, the chaos doesn't stop with Johnny. Kick streamer Action Man, part of Ice Poseidon's circle, recently went viral after harassing people in a bar, calling one woman fat, getting pushed away, and then calling the cops on her. The result? Police showed up and handed him a citation for disturbing the peace. This is exactly what's wrong with streaming culture right now. These creators are blurring the line between content and criminal behavior. Every day, there's a new clip of a streamer getting into trouble, and yet, the audience keeps growing. If authorities don't start showing zero tolerance, it's only going to escalate, and more chaos will follow. So, as we wait for Johnny Somali's final sentencing, which, according to sources, could happen later this month, one thing is clear. The age of reckless, law-breaking streamers might finally be coming to an end. What do you think, guys? Should South Korea make an example out of Johnny Somali, or has the internet already punished him enough? Let me know your thoughts below.